Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, for this episode tonight, we are going to do something that no one wants to do. We are going to dive into the head of the gun controllers, and I'm going to tell you where they're going for 2023 for gun control because they have let their hand slip. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. If you agree or disagree, I'm going to say a quick word from our sponsor, SDI, and then we're going to get it. Now, I know a lot of you out there like to upgrade and modify your own guns. And if you're looking for a way to take your hobby to the next level, Sonoran Desert Institute can help. Their online programs cover everything from ballistics, gunsmithing, woodworking and finishes, shooting sports management, and more. Plus, all the tools and materials are shipped directly to your door. There's never been a better time to turn a hobby into a career, so what are you waiting for? There's a link in the description box below, and thank you so much to SDI for making this content brought to you possible. All right, my brothers and sisters, let's get into this because, like I said, they tipped their hand. So make sure you have your gloves, your boots on, and some goggles because it's about to get messy up in some gun controllers' minds. Now, the two states that I'm going to be using here for an example and a reference point are Michigan and North Carolina. Just coincidentally, we just did videos on both of these because both of these occurrences happened on independent days, one day apart. Both Democratic governors, both talking to the press locally around gun control, and wouldn't you believe and know that they were the exact same points. If you are affiliated in any way to the Republican caucuses in the state level, the government offices, any type of way that you were affiliated to the Republican or gun rights side of the argument, you need to pay attention to this because they will always tip their hand. They work in a hive mind. The good thing is they work in a hive mind. The really bad thing is they also work in a hive mind. All right, so with that, I'm going to walk you through the 3 points and I'm going to show you my proof and evidence from videos that I did previously. First thing they're going to hit, red flag laws. 100% they will hit this. They're leaning into universal background checks and they're going to hit safe storage laws, just like we saw last year in New Mexico that it failed. If you don't believe me, listen to their own words. I'm going to show you these two things happened one day apart, two different Democratic governors in completely different regions of the United States. I'm sure it was a coincidence. All right, enough of the lead-in. Everything is linked as I mentioned. Here's the first one. This is the clip we did today from North Carolina. Look at the list that Roy Cooper just announced. The governor mentioned several efforts to discourage gun violence, including more robust background checks of gun purchasers, a legal process already used in nearly 20 states to remove firearms from someone believed to be an extreme risk of harming themselves and others, and the expansion of safe storage awareness initiatives. Now, that's an interesting one because in Michigan, it's not awareness of safe storage initiatives. It's there's going to be a law and you're going to go to jail for 5 years. The only difference is the intensity based off the legislatures and their support. This is important to understand because this gunfight is developing. Now, what he mentioned here, red flag laws, state-level background checks, which is essentially universal background checks, and then the other one, which is safe storage stuff. Those seem to be the consistent message coming out from gun control groups across the board. All right, so that was the first one. That was from North Carolina. And as I mentioned right before that clip, you're always going to be able to tell the why and the direction of the gun controllers because they all take their marching orders either from the same email, they were on a group call, or there was a governor's list. Something went down where some gun controllers laid out the initiatives and these people started talking in their own states, in their different legislatures everywhere. The main difference here is not what they're focusing on, it's how hard they're going after it. And I'm going to try to draw that conclusion here, for example, in North Carolina. North Carolina is going after, well, we would love to have this. He doesn't have the legislature, the Senate, or the House. In fact, there's super veto-proof majorities in the Senate in North Carolina and one missing in the House. So he can't go at it full bore. He's got to come at it and say, well, I'd love to do this, and I'll try some executive orders. And he's going to be very dovish in his language. Now, let's jump over to Michigan, and I'm going to show you what she's saying because she just got reelected, and she has both houses underneath her. Check this out. Gearing up to take on long-discussed Democratic priorities, including gun measures she embraced. We're talking about Whitmer, Michigan, gun control. She wants it. Listen to the list they've already got picked out. One Democratic bill blocked by the current GOP-led legislature would require adult gun owners with children in their home to store their firearms in a secure lockbox. That's a safe storage law. That's akin to New Mexico. Adults could face up to 5 years in prison if they fail to secure a weapon that a minor uses to injure or kill themselves or others. So that's a safe storage law. Here's the second one. Another bill would create a red flag law. They're pushing Michigan blue on gun rights, all right? Allowing a judge to issue an extreme risk protection order, akin to California and New York,
authorizing police to seize guns from those deemed a risk to themselves or others. So we know those don't work, and it's a slippery slope, but now it's looking like it's going to be introduced to Michigan. It's not over. You can fight this because they have a slim majority lead. And the third one, Whitmer also wants to close a loophole that allows people to buy long guns from a private seller without submitting to do a background check, required purchases from dealer.
All right, the exact same list. Michigan, North Carolina. One's in the South, one's in the North Midwest, North Central, well, not West, North Central area of the United States in the Rust Belt. These could not be more different states. The governors are completely different spectrums. They have different legislator support across the board. Yet they're saying the exact same statements. If you are in Michigan, if you are in North Carolina, buckle up because it's coming just like that. That has been laid out. If you're in another state that's on the edge, if you're in a purple state, this is what's coming. If you are a Republican, if you are a gun rights activist, if you are a group in these areas, buckle up now because exactly what they just let slip is what they're going to focus on. The more you prepare now, the less of a fight and the better of a position you will be in going forward because we can win this fight. We have been winning consistently, but it takes proper preparation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you see what I'm seeing? Am I just out the box crazy? And I will see you on the next video. I'm Braden. See you later.